Carjackings are up in 5 of 9 Baltimore police districts over the past month, and some city leaders point to a rise in juvenile carjackings. Tonight, Fox 45's Keith Daniels looks into how there may be a loophole allowing young people to avoid serious charges.
It can be a terrifying, violent crime. Carjackings. It's happening in Baltimore City and surrounding areas. The offenders, most often, juveniles. Valerie Smith, still in a wheelchair, she and her 87-year-old mother recovering after being targeted in Pikesville recently by a group of suspected teenagers dressed in black, wearing masks, one of them with a gun.
My mother says she heard them say, just shoot her. And she kept saying, don't shoot her, don't. She kept saying, please don't shoot her, please don't shoot her.
Smith, her hand trapped on the door, her mother holding her, both dragged as the suspects sped away.
When I ran back over to try to help her, she was lying in a pool of blood.
The incident underscoring the crime and the seemingly so-called loophole that may be allowing potential carjacking suspects to escape the serious charges. Victims unable to identify suspects who wear ski masks. Defense attorney Jeremy Eldridge.
The fallback crime for carjacking is most commonly known as unauthorized use.
And Warren Brown.
It helps, obviously, if you have the victim identifying the perpetrator.
Taking a closer look at the sometimes lesser charges given to young offenders accused of carjacking when their identity can't be proven.
I don't think it's a loophole that the state's attorney's office or the police choose not to prosecute crimes where there's insufficient evidence. What you're getting at is this. Is there a storied history of the Department of Juvenile Services juking its own statistics by virtue of reclassifying crimes? There is. Has the Baltimore City Police Department engaged in this practice historically? 100% they have.
There are any number of scenarios where you don't need the victim to identify, but there are oftentimes, I'd rather have circumstantial evidence as opposed to that victim saying he's the one, because if that's the basis of their case, and I impeach that one witness, are you sure? I mean, do you look at and I can create reasonable doubt in the minds of a jury.
According to the latest data released from Baltimore Police, 5 of the 9 districts saw a significant increase in carjackings over a 28-day period, including the Northern District with a 600% increase and the Central District with 250%. Regarding juvenile offenders, for Eldridge, it's simply about the reclassification of the crime that sometimes allow young perpetrators to escape charges.
If there's information that an individual is the carjacker, and there's sufficient evidence to believe that that individual did in fact remove the vehicle from the victim's possession forcefully, it's really up to the state's attorney's office to decide whether that case can be prosecuted effectively. It really should not be up to the Department of Juvenile Services.
In Baltimore, Keith Daniels, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.